And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another episode of Shitfic Showcase.
The music for this fight was Godzilla's theme. It was during this fight I realized that Solomon is overpowered. A single well-aimed slash can take down as many as 4 of the enemy's life bars.
That's horrifying, man. Overpowered fucking player characters. Ah! Ah! What? That's one thing I don't understand about this fucking creepypasta. It sounds like a relatively easy video game.
Yeah.
That occasionally has, like, weird things in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, there's not even much happening to... You would think at this point in a regular creepypasta, stuff would be happening to the guy. To the guy playing the game.
Instead, he's just kind of... Oh, it read my mind. It knows about my dead girlfriend. And it's still, like... I'm still playing it and still fighting monsters and enjoying the gameplay and stuff.
Sometimes I feel unnerved.
This is so stupid. How do people like this shit?
I don't know. Answer down below in the comments if you have any explanations as for why you are so dumb. Due to this, the fight was over very quickly. Eminem had no projectile attacks or anything else that could match Solomon's deadly claws. But I kept the fight going just long enough to see if Eminem would use his iconic kangaroo kick, as we all know, from his first album. You know, when fucking Slim Shady gets into it.
Yeah.
He always busts out his world famous kangaroo kick. And I was greatly pleased when he did. It was the fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the bicycle kick. Yeah, Liu Kang.
Yeah, Liu Kang. Even though I knew Solomon was my fighting ace, I used Godzilla to battle Kumonga. Come on, guy! Just for variety. I briefly considered using Mothra, but of course Godzilla won out.
Spider.
Damn spider brain thing.
Yeah.
Spider. Damn, I'm
You want to shake my hand?
Yeah. Come on, guy! Was also a simple opponent. No heat beams or anything. He attacks by jumping on you, stabbing with his mandibles, and also uses his signature webbing stream to paralyze you. Once you get webbed, come on, guy! Will sometimes take the opportunity to attack, but it's mostly a way to buy some time, like Godzilla backing you in the corner until the time runs out. His music was Hedorah's theme.
Fascinating. I wonder how many people actually go out and, like, look up the songs he's referencing. Because we sure as hell don't.
Nope.
We didn't even put them in the video, mostly because I'm afraid of getting fucking content ID'd.
And also because it's haunted.
Well, that too.
Yeah. With Eminem and "Come on, dude!" defeated, I was at the end of Extus. Before I fought not Ghidorah, there was something I had to do. I wasn't expecting much from it, but for documentation's sake, I took a look at the other TV screen. This is what it was. My sink vomiting over and over.
During a job interview.
Yes. Very professional. I don't think there ever was much reason behind the TV screens.
Much like anything else in this.
Right. If I were to guess, I'd say it's some random, uncontrolled manifestation of a cartridge's abilities. Or maybe all this makes perfect sense to the game. Who knows? Anyway, Mr. Fawcett's theme was the Saturn music. It was time for the opponent I had been dreading. Not Ghidorah! Not Ghidorah!
The Not Explorer!
Can you help me not do jack shit?
Can you pass me the chips while I lay here with my hand down my pants?
Can you fetch the remote? Donde es the remote? Although I had gained porridge with Solomon's combat advantages, I was still nervous. Being in the Three Bears house. with their porridge. And when I started the fight, I was immediately confused.
So are we!
Yeah, my opponent was not Godzilla. I defeated the imposter with a few strikes, and then not Godzilla appeared. It made sense. It made sense. In order to get to not Ghidorah, I had to battle all the previous replacements first.
Oh no, we gotta fight the replacements now?
Yeah, oh, damn it. And battle them I did. I wish it really was just the replacements in the fucking screenshot. Just pixelized versions of him doing his fucking Kung Fu Kid shit on the fucking bosses.
Getting kicked off of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's previous
There's me
boss.
whooping some asses.
There's another previous boss. Here's yet another previous boss. Here's yet
What's the
another
point of
previous
this?
I don't know.
We need to fill up space in this creepypasta. I tore my way through them until I finally made it to not Ghidorah, who was a Dora. A do-rat. Hey. How you doing there?
They both look awkward around each other. They're just like having this Mexican stare off.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Once I stopped laughing, I destroyed him with only 2 slashes. The music stopped, and I thought I was going back to the board. But the battle wasn't over yet.
That's a head.
It's a head with some herds on it. Oh shit, his life bar is all multicolored and what?
He's made up of the other guys.
Just
Those are all the other guys. It's just he just put them all together.
some fucking Voltron shit, but with meat. Pixels.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. The real fight was against the Chimera, a monstrous hybrid of all the replacement beasts. This was by far the most difficult boss yet. Every attack of his would cut down whole life bars per use, while attacks against him were greatly weakened. Solomon's Slash, for example, was now lucky to take away 1/2 a life bar. During this battle, I gained a great appreciation for 2 things: the boss fight time limit and the Heart Temple. Had it not been for those things, I might never have beaten this boss. To take down this behemoth, I came up with a strategy. I would switch between Godzilla and Solomon as one began to get dangerously low on health. I would take him through the Heart Temple while fighting Chimera with the other. I would count my blessings that Chimera couldn't regain lost health. And here's just more dicking around with the Voltron monster thing.
It bothers me that he has shoes on his front legs, but not on his hind legs.
It's like having shoes on your hands, but not
Yeah.
your feet. Some weird gloves. Who has hands shaped like this? Kind of freak.
The Powerpuff Girls.
Yes. Sugar, spice, foot hands.
Where the hell do you buy foot hands?
At the foot hand store.
I would have never thought of that.
Foot hands are us. A very interesting thing about Chimera is that the colored sections on his body corresponded to his different body parts. So each body part effectively had its own life meter. The head was invincible as long as the other parts were present and would always be the last part to be destroyed. If that other mini-boss guy had a bad case of head chest, look at this.
Man, I tell you, my stomach is really growling.
Yeah. In addition to being difficult, it was also the longest fight so far. I tried to remember how many times I got taken out of the fight by the timer, but I lost count around 13. The bad luck number.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh, it's scary.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Eventually, I destroyed all components but the head, which now flew around on its own at an incredible speed. Chimera fought well, but I was extremely determined, and once he was reduced to a head, he no longer had the power to defeat Solomon, and I heat beamed him into oblivion.
Eat beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
Beep beep. Here's a hot dog from my forehead. Beep beep.
It looks like they're doing the fucking Lady and the Tramp spaghetti noodle shit.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Except it's going through the boss's eye.
Oh, you ever just wanted to sit a girl down and, like, tongue her eye socket?
Oh, yeah. You ever wanted to sit a girl down and suck a spaghetti noodle through your eye right in front of her? How romantic.
Well, that's a neat trick.
Yeah. Like, hey, if he can do that with your eye, I'm wondering what he can do with his tongue.
Probably also put that through his eye.
Yeah.
Lightning!
And then Chimera was no more, after I tongued my own eyeball. I was exhausted after that drawn-out fight and eyeball tonguing, and worried that might affect my performance in the end-world chase level. The headquarters icon was replaced, but not by the Hellbeast face. Instead, it was a crucifix.
This game found Jesus.
Or just a cross without a Jesus on it, which would make it a crucifix if it had Jesus on it.
Because it's smart.
Because, yes, this guy is snart.
Snart.
I was completely stunned. I wasn't excited about seeing the Hellbeast once again.
Completely stunned? Wait a minute. Completely stunned? Like people say shit like completely stunned
Literally.
when they walk into a fucking, like, room and see a fucking dude, like, I don't know, cleaning his own asshole with, like, a toothbrush or something. That's completely stunning. That's just, weird.
Yeah.
What the hell shocks this guy in real life? Like, I think we covered this in the last chapter, but it's like this guy can't walk down the street without seeing something that just utterly fucking flummoxes him.
Yeah. But anyway, I was completely stunned. I wasn't excited about seeing the Hellbeast icon again. But if there was only one good thing about those levels, is that they were predictable. I had a basic idea of what to expect. But now, here I was at the end, and the icon was completely different. What did it mean? And why a crucifix? It made me very uneasy. I attempted to start a level with Solomon, but couldn't. I got beside this notice that simply said, Solomon can't enter here. He needs a declaration.
No one's gonna know why we're referencing Nicolas Cage here.
I had to know. I had to know. Had to know.
I had to know. Nicolas Cage with a fucking hiccups. Jesus. Nicolas Cage.
He didn't say why. But I think maybe it has to do with Solomon's demonic appearance. Since Solomon was out of the question, I went with Godzilla instead. Once I solved a level, the crucifix made sense. The level was a graveyard.
Squidward's hopes and dreams.
Yes. Squidward's other hopes and dreams. I was still on edge, thinking this was some kind of trick. The last level had always involved running from a demonic beast, and I wasn't going to be fooled into thinking this would be any different. So I started out running, but after a minute without interruption, I slowed down. It was during this time that the music caught my attention. I knew it sounded familiar when I first heard it, but it took a while before I realized what it was. An 8-bit rendition of Prayer for Peace from the first Godzilla film. A very sad, powerful song, even in this form. At 2 minutes into the level, I encountered something that I wasn't sure how to react to. Hi, I'm Jeffrey.
Where the fuck are my forearms?
And my 2 other arms. My first instinct was to run, but this blue statuesque being simply floated in place, and I felt compelled just to stare at it for a time. Was it the fucking Monty Monty statue from Earthbound?
Maybe. Looks like it.
Yeah. Since this was a grave and it was floating over a chapel, I guess this was some kind of angel watching over the deceased. Totally. It gave me a strange but warm feeling. I wouldn't say happy, but I felt that I was at peace somehow. I had never seen this being before, yet it seemed very familiar to me. Just as I was going to leave, the Hellbeast appeared, and its presence warped the music into a terrifying, distorted screeching. It transformed the level, desecrating the tombstones as a new ground appeared, comprised of blood-soaked bodies.
Oh no, newgrounds.com.
That fucking Hellbeast. This is the look on its face and in its hands.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, that was the most disgusting, that was the worst casserole I ever tasted. Oh my god, get it out of here.
Oh god.
I lost all my skin, that casserole was so bad.
I could feel my heart now beating out of control. I had no chance of escape with a monster that close. It lunged for the kill, but the angel got in his way. The demon roared and started clawing through the angel's leg, and tears of blood streamed from its eyes.
High five, buddy! Oh wait, you don't have hands. Shit.
Well, this is awkward. I wanted to save the angel, but there was nothing I could do. I had to honor its sacrifice and run. Yeah. And so I ran through the hellish landscape as fast as I could.
As fast I could.
As fast I could. The beast soon done caught up with me, still swallowing the body of the whole daggum angel, whose legs it had torn right dango off.
This is what I call eating ass.
Yeah, this really helps wash out that disgusting casserole. A teaspoon of angel helps the casserole go down. And this sight made my terror change into anger. I now found myself hating this horrible monster. There was no doubt in my mind that it was pure evil, and I wanted it to die. When I got to the end, I remembered how it responded to my insult and trance. I spoke to it and said, "You're going to pay." This was its response.
Do you know how much that angel fucking cost me? The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Here we go. It's looking at it again.
You said what? Oh my god! Oh my word!
Ah!
I had no idea how I would follow up on that threat. That's a threat, apparently. And nothing could have prepared me for the horrors of the first world. Or the final world. The first world.
First world problems.
No! I'm trying to drink out of the Coke bottle, but I couldn't get the last drop out. It was just there stuck in the bottle and I couldn't get it out.
I had to call my therapist.
It was terrible. It was mocking me.
Zenith.
Zenith, the final world.
Zenith warrior princess.